Hey guys, so today I have two appointments. One of them is a listing appointment and the other one is not a formal listing. This seller speaks Mandarin, so it was really hard over the phone to communicate, so I decided to just set the appointment without me pre-qualifying and going over the same procedure that I usually go with when qualifying a seller. So I'm not too sure what's gonna happen with that one, but I'm gonna try to bring you guys along to both of them. So I want to show you guys what I usually take to my listing presentations. So first of all, and these go in order. So this one is going to be the very first thing that I show to the seller. And this, if you're watching this and you're not an agent, it also helps you just in case you want to sell your property. You already know what you should expect. So this one is first, it's the tax property sheet. It shows us the property address, all the measurements, and it makes sure that we are talking about the same property. It also gives us a parcel number, which is very important. So most likely I will blur these pages out because it kind of shows a lot of information about my client. So the second thing that we go over is comps. So it's comparables. It's a comparative market analysis. So there's usually different types of comparables. I usually go with the simple one. It shows you what has sold, what has not sold, what's been on the market for way too long, what has expired. So depending on the type of client that I'm with, I will do different comparables. But this is the one that I will be showing to one of my sellers today. Now for the third thing that we go over is a net sheet. So I print out a net sheet showing the seller how much they will walk away with after the sale of the property. It shows them commissions, tax transfer, closing costs, everything that they need to know, and it's a rough estimate of how much they will walk away with. This could, increase or decrease depending on the situation and the circumstances, but it's a really good estimate. Now the next thing that we go over, if we have agreed on price and you're comfortable with how much you will walk away with, now it's time for you guys to put us to work. So we pull out a duties owed. At least here in Nevada is the very first thing that you should get signed. So a duties owed tells you all the duties that we owe you as our clients. On to the agreement. So after we have signed the duties owed, it's time to sign the agreement, which is called exclusive authorization and right to sell, exchange or lease brokerage listing agreement. So this will tell you everything: commission, how much we are going to put the property on the market for, everything. If you accept FHA, conventional VA loans, if you want a lockbox, if you want a sign in your yard, it just comes with everything. After everything is done, we leave you, the seller, with an SRPD. It's called the Seller's Real Property Disclosure Form. And I'm gonna read it because it's the perfect definition here. So, a seller of residential real property in Nevada must disclose any and all known conditions and aspects of the property which materially affect the value or use of residential property in an adverse manner. So this will ask you electrical system, plumbing, sewer system, septic tank, and it tells you yes, no, or not applicable. So you're supposed to check if there is something wrong with it, or there's nothing wrong with it, or it just doesn't apply. We do advise you to consult with an attorney if you have any questions regarding this form. So what I like to do before heading over to the listing presentation is I like to highlight everything that needs to be signed, filled out, and initialed. There's a lot of those in here, so me doing this for 5 years, I have forgotten some initials, some signatures, and I have to go back. So I figured highlighting it before going and not missing it is best. So these are the floors that are going to be all throughout, and these are the carpets. They just painted all throughout. I believe it still needs another coat. But this is the entrance. And then you face this arch right here. To your left, there's a bedroom. Oh, there's a bedroom and a full bath. From the entrance, you have the kitchen here and then the garage on that side. And here's the second. Sí, dile hola a la cámara. This is the master. This is the master bathroom. Everything's gonna be brand new. Toilets, cabinets, everything. So this would be the dining room and this would be the living area. I cannot show you the backyard, but it is pretty spacious. So let me tell you guys a little bit about what went down in the appointment. So this is a flipper. He is an investor. I got this property for him. He fixed it up. Now he's getting ready to sell it. He might come and live in the property. He might sell it. He might rent it. We got together and decided to get together again with a lender and decide what is his best move. This is way too up and personal, but I'm about to go in. I just got here to the property. This is a for sale by owner and she speaks Mandarin. So we're just gonna see how this goes. I knocked a couple of times and they didn't respond, so we're just gonna head home. You know, sometimes I took a risk on this one. Like I told you guys that it wasn't a real appointment, so you know, I just came down because it was closed from my other appointment, which I had nothing to lose. So my camera died, as you can see over there. But like I was just saying, you know, sometimes you get contracts signed and sometimes you don't. And today was one of those days. And I'll see you guys on the next video.